chocolate production. Chocolate is a food made from roasted and ground cacao. In the dairy processing industry, chocolate is a good product. Ice cream is a sweetened frozen food typically eaten as a snack or dessert. Chocolate, biscuits, and other pastry products such as muffin are made with milk powder. Top 5 business ideas that are really profitable. Would you like to start a business in the milk processing dairy products industry? Or are you just getting started or seeking to grow your current firm? There are many choices available to start your own milk and dairy products business from conception to execution. Milk products and other dairy products are produced, stored, processed, distributed and marketed by the milk processing and dairy products industry. Milk or its derivatives are manufactured, stored, packaged and sold in this sector. Depending on the amount of capital invested, a dairy business can be large or small, but there are different ways to profit from it. Stay connected with us to know all that and watch the complete video.
After the milk has been collected from the cows, it needs to be put into bottles that can eventually end up at the grocery store. The first step is to test the milk to make sure that it is safe and that it doesn't have anything in it that it shouldn't. Every single batch of milk is tested before it gets put into bottles to make sure that it is safe. The next step is to take the raw milk and pasteurize it. Pasteurization is a process where you heat up the milk and then cool it back down to kill any bacteria that might be in the milk and could make you sick. Once the pasteurization is complete, the milk is stored in tanks where it waits to be bottled. Twin Brook Creamery uses glass bottles for their milk so that the bottles can be reused and there is less waste. When the bottles are returned, they are placed in a bottle washer, which makes sure that the bottles are completely clean. The bottles then move along a conveyor belt towards the bottling machine. The bottling machine pumps the milk from the tanks and into the bottles.
Hello friends and welcome to our channel HK Talks. Viewers, from the intro you may have taken the idea that what our topic is. Today we'll be discussing about the high profitable dairy business, or what kind of ideas should we have in this regard. The first idea is chocolate production. Chocolate is a food made from roasted and ground cacao seed kernels that is available as a liquid, solid or paste, either on its own or as a flavoring agent in other foods. Cacao has been consumed in some form since at least the Olmec civilization, and the majority of Mesoamerican people, including the Maya and Aztecs, made chocolate beverages. The seeds of the cacao tree have an intense bitter taste and must be fermented to develop the flavor. After fermentation, the seeds are dried, cleaned and roasted. The shell is removed to produce cacao nibs, which are then ground to cacao mass, unadulterated chocolate in rough form. Once the cacao mass is liquefied by heating, it is called chocolate liquor. Cacao originated in the Americas and West African countries. In the dairy processing industry, chocolate is a good product. The global chocolate market is estimated to be worth $97 billion. The market is predicted to develop at a 4.6% compound annual growth rate. Over the next few years, rising awareness of dark chocolate as a healthy confectionery product is likely to drive market growth. The second idea is ice cream manufacturing business, or how should we start the business of ice cream. Ice cream is a sweetened frozen food typically eaten as a snack or dessert. It may be made from milk or cream and is flavored with a sweetener, either sugar or an alternative, and a spice such as cacao or vanilla, or with fruits such as strawberries or peaches. It can also be made by whisking a flavored cream base and liquid nitrogen together. Food coloring is sometimes added in addition to stabilizer. The mixture is cooled below the freezing point of water and strive to incorporate air spaces and to prevent detectable ice crystals from forming. The result is a smooth, semi-solid foam that is solid at very low temperature, below 2 degrees Celsius or 35 degrees Fahrenheit. It becomes more malleable as its temperature increases. Some sources describe ice cream like foods as originating in Persia as far back as 550 BC. A business that makes ice cream is a terrific way to get into the food and beverage industry. It allows you to create your own business with minimum capital and maybe done as a part-time job or as a full-time job, because it only requires setting up machines and production space. Beginning an ice cream manufacturing firm is less expensive than starting any other form of business. The third idea is dairy farming. Dairy farming has a history that goes back to the early Neolithic era, the 7th millennium BC, in many regions of Europe and Africa. Before the 20th century, milking was done by hand on small farms. Beginning in the early 20th century, milking was done in large-scale dairy farms, with innovation including rotary parlor, the milking pipeline, and automatic milking systems. Consider creating your own dairy farm if you are seeking a different career path. Milk products have a very strong market. It is possible to make a good living by starting a dairy farm. You not only get to serve a healthy food to your consumers, but you also get to benefit from government subsidies designed to help farmers sell their products locally. The fourth idea is milk powder or powder milk. While Marco Polo wrote of Mongolian Tatar troops in the time of Kublai Khan, who carried sun-dried skimmed milk as a kind of paste, the first modern production process for dried milk was invented by Russian doctor Osip Krechevsky. The first commercial production of dried milk was organized by the Russian chemist M. Derchov. Powdered milk, also called milk powder, dried milk or dry milk, is a manufactured dairy product made by evaporating milk to dryness. One purpose of drying milk is to preserve it. Milk powder has a far longer shelf life than liquid milk and does not need to be refrigerated due to its low moisture content. Milk powder is a dry concentrated product made by extracting approximately half of the water from milk. Chocolate, biscuits, and other pastry products such as muffin are made with milk powder. It is also utilized in the manufacturing of newborn formula. Due to rising urbanization and demand for milk products, Asia Pacific has become one of the top milk consuming areas. The fifth idea is milk processing or dairy products. The dairy sector is a major business that thrives even in tough times. Butter processing, cheese processing, yogurt and UHT milk production. We wish everyone a successful journey in this regard. So thank you guys for staying with us, and for more informative videos, stay connected with us.